Opportunity is everywhere in New York City, and it's your job to get it.
Welcome to New York City, the city that forces you to be unique, the city that forces you to walk into your light, and the city that forces you to be great. A city that forces you to chase your dreams and become anything and everything you ever wanted to be. Just steps away, your dreams and the things that you inspire to be can be accomplished. This is the city where networking is more important than actually what you know. But it does help to know some things before you get into the door. You have to have some sort of basic education for the jobs and the opportunities in the career path in which you want or in which you desire to be a part. We are downtown in Soho, just making our way around the city that never sleeps, one of the most busiest fashion districts throughout all of New York City. And I want you to walk around with me as we get to see some of these people and soak in the energy and just talk about how you can become great in New York City with the authenticity of New York City. When you are coming to New York City, whether you're visiting or planning to move here, just remember one thing and one thing only. You can be exactly who you want to be. You can live exactly how you want to live. Life is only as complicated as you make it in New York City. Now, sure, you're going to have your ups and downs, and things are not always going to go your way. But really, truly, I tell you that even through it all, you can always bounce back because there's always many and plenty of opportunities, no matter what time of the year it is. It's just that sometimes life can be harder than what it would normally be. Look at that young lady on a skateboard just cruising down the busy streets of Soho. When you're stumbling down, you can always pick yourself back up. You're only down for a temporary time. You lose your job today, just make a quick pivot and become something great and pick yourself up by the bootstraps tomorrow. But it does help when you actually know someone. It does help when you actually know someone who can actually help you out. So networking is king. Although you can do well alone and you can climb to the top by yourself, it does help to actually align yourself with someone who's already a part of the industry in which you want to be. And never really judge a book by its cover. Don't be a fool. Keep your mind open to how you pick out friends and how you sit around even your immediate environment, because it could be unsafe, but it doesn't always have to be unsafe. If you strive for better life in New York City, that better life will actually come to you. You'll make a lot of money. You'll make so much money that you'll be able to afford the place that you want to stay in, the clothes that you want to wear, the food that you want to eat. You'll have more options and opportunities. One of the most convenient forms of traveling is the New York City subway. But I'll tell you this right out my mouth. I don't always recommend the subway. In fact, I'm one of those. If you can get on the express train and get exactly where the hell you need to be, take the express train as close as possible and get out and walk. Not only will you get out and walk and be safe, but you'll be able to explore the New York City, because you can have business on top of businesses, and then you'll see the skinny door that leads you to somewhere very iconic and immersive, something that you wouldn't have never saw if you always took the subway, even locally. You get out here, you do well, you elevate your life, you live the life that you want to live, and New York City is your playground. If you decide that for some reason you want to keep it tame and you want to keep it light, then you're going to have a lot of problems in this city. You're going to have so many problems in this city because life moves very fast in this city. And when you don't take advantage of the opportunities, which seems like they're always going to be there, I guarantee you within the blink of the eye, you'll be regretting it. You'll regret that opportunity of not going out to dine with your friends at that really cool restaurant, or going underground to explore that really cool nightclub or speakeasy. You'll regret the moment that you didn't go out there and just take you a walk and soak in the crowds, because it could have motivated you to be great. It could have motivated you to move and do something else. You would have came up with an awesome idea to elevate yourself and live in one of these incredible loft spaces in Soho. A simple walk, a simple hangout with your friends, a simple exploration with a keen eye open can literally change your life for the better in this magical city. And it's really truly a shame when people say to themselves, I don't want to enjoy Times Square because it's too many tourists, or I don't want to go to the One World Trade Center because it's too many tourists, or I don't want to see a Broadway production because it's too many tourists. I don't want to walk across the Brooklyn Bridge because it's too many tourists. That tourist is a human too. That tourist may come from an affluent family. That tourist may have a career or something in common with you, something to help elevate you, and you just limited yourself because you don't want to be where the tourists are. You may have limited yourself because you're too scared to go to a local place, when the local place is an excellent local place and it's not as dangerous as your mind has told you or someone has told you. You will limit yourself and you won't become great and you won't accomplish the great things in New York City, and it's all gonna be all your fault. This is not one of those cities to where you just sit still. This is one of those cities to where you take advantage of it. You take full advantage of it from top to bottom. It is one of those cities where everything that you ever wanted could be accomplished here. The career, the lifestyle, the clothes, everything. Look at this, a live photo shoot right there. Maybe a social media content creator like myself, but whatever it is, the mission is accomplished, and she's probably gonna stay there till the mission is accomplished. That's where the locals live. Over here you have more expensive Broadway, Soho, Tribeca, in that area there. Either way it goes, we're downtown and it's extremely expensive, but life is nice. If you're bold, you go out there and you explore New York City and you take advantage of New York City and you become one with the city. You take the experiences that come with it, the good and the bad. You learn from your mistakes because you're supposed to learn from your mistakes. You can also learn from other people's mistakes if you're smart and bright enough. And then you keep elevating as hard as you can. It's gonna be stumbling blocks that come along with this. But at the end of the day, you'll be happy that you did try it. Especially if you do come out on top. At the end of the day, you'll be happy with the life lessons that you potentially learned. It doesn't matter if you hated it or not. You'll be okay with it. I can always stand in line for a new fragrance or whatever, candle place. That's another one of the perks of New York City that I find is always a great fragrance place. You won't smell like anybody else. You'll smell like yourself. Unique ability. You see this place here, this alleyway? That's one of the most iconic places where they shoot a lot of streetwear fashion in that place too. It's a tourist attraction in itself.
I think it's crazy.
This right here, this neighborhood is one of the most exciting neighborhood. It is a collection and a collision of tourists and locals. It's where everybody come together and enjoy New York City. That guy just stood right in the road and that big truck was honking. That's another thing about New York City. We move like we own these streets and whatnot. Like the cars can't hit us and leave us flattened. Unfortunately, they do, but we put ourselves in a lot of harm's way. But you know, 15 years of living into the New York City, I wouldn't change a thing. I wouldn't change, well, let me not take that back. I wouldn't change the fact that I lived in New York City. But I would change some of the things that I did in New York City, because if I really truly wanted the lifestyle that I do want now, I would have stayed on top of things. Be bold and be great. Walk in authenticity. The world is yours if you allow the world to be yours. Take advantage of every situation, opportunity that you can. I don't care what people say about you. I don't care what they think about you. It is your job to live the life that you want to live. It's your job to be cool. It's also your job to hit the like and click subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.